What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the Pokey Office. My name is Colin. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how you can continue investing in this Pokemon space, as crazy as it is. Booster boxes are too high, Colin, and it doesn't matter. Now, few disclaimers. First, this isn't financial advice. I'm just going to tell you my opinion, what I typically tend to do, and one of my strategies. And last disclaimer is that this is a fun investment for me. It's not my complete retirement fund. I know some people do that, and I think it's actually awesome, but I have a pension that I pay into. I have a tax-free savings account in Canada that I pay into. I have an RRSP, basically 401k for you Americans in the house, that I pay into. So my Pokemon money is both my business and the investment side of it is my fun money to invest, something that I really like doing. So this is my strategy. Plain and simple. I buy the newest set. So when it was Paldea Evolved, you could buy it for 80 or 90 or $100. I was buying it every month. And it doesn't matter if you can afford a booster box every 2 months, or if you can afford 2 booster boxes a month, or if you can afford a case a month. It doesn't make any difference. The strategy is still the same for me. Buy the newest set. So recently, I don't care what the price is, I've been buying Surging Sparks. And then when Prismatic Evolution comes out in January, I'm going to be buying it. Doesn't matter what the price is, I want to buy it. Okay, keeps it really, really simple. You probably don't have the huge spike wins, but you don't have the huge spike losses either in this strategy. And now some of you might be saying, Surging Sparks is really expensive. Yeah, but I want some of it. I want some of it all. Now, here's what I'm about to show you on my spreadsheet, is that if you bought, using this strategy, the newest booster box every time in Sun and Moon, I made a video about that a while back. You would have made a lot of money if you would have just sat it on the shelf and held it there. Now, what we're going to look at is if you bought Sword and Shield booster boxes as they came out, you're doing just dandy. And the same is going to ring true if you're buying Scarlet and Violet as they come out. You just buy some of it all. Who knows which ones are going to go up? Who knows which ones are going to get reprinted? It takes all the guesswork out. I know exactly what to do. What's the latest set? It's Surging Sparks. I'm going to buy some. Boom. Easy. And need I remind you that MSRP actually went up in Scarlet and Violet era. So MSRP in US dollars is $161 on a Scarlet and Violet booster box right now. Sword and Shield and Sun and Moon era, they were $143. So it's gone up by like $20. $20. It makes sense that these booster boxes should be a little bit more expensive than what we have been paying. We just got extremely lucky for those of us who are actually buying Scarlet and Violet era booster boxes early on, when you could buy them for $80, $90, and $100. That's ridiculous. Those are wholesale prices. There's just no world where consumers should be able to get booster boxes at wholesale prices. That's not how the world works. But if you did, yeah, that's amazing. Let's get to this spreadsheet. I think you're going to like what I have to say. All right, I'm going to explain this spreadsheet to you. So I have all of the Sword and Shield era booster box sets. None of the specialty sets, which I just didn't go into. I wanted to keep it nice and simple. And now in this column, it's going to be how many of each we purchased. So this strategy is beautiful because it doesn't matter how much money you can afford to spend on Pokemon each month. If you can buy one booster box every 2 months, so one booster box of every set, perfect. If you can buy 2 cases of every booster box per set, perfect. It doesn't matter. In column C here, this is the purchase price, so how much we paid on average per booster box. Then our total spend, it calculates the numbers purchased by the purchase price. And then now here in column E, this is our current market value of each booster box. I updated it right quick, so this is fairly up to date depending on when you're watching this. And current value would be how many purchased times the current market value. And then the profit would be current market value minus the total spend, which is how much our investment is actually worth. That's what your profit is. Okay? And then some of you are going to be like, oh, but if you go to sell, it's not actually profit until you sell it. Well, sell it at 80% and you're still doing just dandy. Check this out. If you bought one of every booster box at $100, you could do it. If you bought right away during these sets, starting in what, 2020? 2019? I can't remember when Sword and Shield base set came out. 2019 or 2020. You could buy these things at $100 for sure. Now, that means that your current market value is $3,284 and you spent $1,200. That's if you only have one booster box of each one. That's not too bad. That's a total profit of $2,084. Profit. You spent $1,200, you have $3,284, meaning you profited $2,084. Oh, Colin, you can't sell at 100% market price. Okay, sell at 80%. Sell on TCG Player, pay the fees. Sell on eBay and pay the fees. It doesn't matter. $1,427 over what? Let's call it 4 years. $1,427. So you doubled your money in 4 years. That's better than stock markets usually get. Okay, but what happens if we bought one booster box every month instead? Okay, now we spent $2,400 and we got $4,100 of profit. That's pretty juicy. Pretty juicy. I like that. You sell at 80%, $2,800. So you more than doubled your money. Pretty good over 4 years. What happens if you bought a whole case of booster boxes? Okay, now we're talking you spent $7,200 over the 3 years of Sword and Shield era, but your total profit if you sell at 100% market value is $12,509. Spend $7,200, get $19,000 returned, so you profited $12,500. It's a beautiful thing. At 80%, you're still profiting $8,500. Colin, there's no way you could have bought some of these booster boxes at $100. Okay, whatever. Let's change it to the MSRP. You paid MSRP for every single booster box in Sword and Shield era, and you bought it right at the time. Let's see. Oh, we got some red on the screen here. So everything other than battle styles is in the green if you are taking 100% of the market value. If you're selling at 80%, you're taking losses on Darkness Ablaze, Vivid Voltage, and Battle Styles. That's okay, though. You spend $10,296 over the course of the 3 years Sword and Shield was out. Your total value, still $19,709, meaning you profited $9,000. Or at 80%, you still profited $5,400. This is if you spent MSRP on these booster boxes. You could get them for well under MSRP, I'm telling you. You could. That's just the reality of it. And now, here's the thing. If you can afford to, the numbers just keep getting better if you buy more booster boxes. So let's say you bought a case every month. So you have 12 booster boxes total. And this isn't even taking into account that a sealed case is worth a little bit more than just a plain booster box. You paid MSRP, you output a total of $20,592, and now it's worth $39,418. That at 100% selling rate is $18,826. At 80%, you still profited $10,943. Let's just pretend and meet in the middle. You paid $120. Very, very realistic. Means that if you sell everything at 80% right now, you profited $14,255. This is the way, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, it's easy game, especially if you don't want to bust yourself going hard, because I've made more money than that, but I have been working very, very hard. Hey, you want help finding product? You should check out PokeyNotify. PokeyNotify is a Discord monitoring system that actually just starts pinging you when new items are dropped on different websites across the interwebs. Right now, I'm on the Canadian part, and it tells me drops on Pokemon Center. It tells me just anything that's dropping 151, anything that's dropping Prismatic Evolutions, Best Buy, you can go by site, Walmart, 401 Games, all the stuff. There's stuff for the United States as well, but I live in Canada, so I don't watch those ones very much. So really, really cool, and it just dings your phone like on a regular Discord community. Dings your phone, and you can be the first to go get it before it sells out, because you know that Pokemon is just dropping like flies right now. It's hard to get product. So you can go check out the link down below in the description. Use the promo code PokeyOffice_25 for 25% off your first month. I think it's $7.99. Plus you get a couple days of a free trial to check it out. So it's pretty cool. Go check that out. Here is the sheet for Scarlet and Violet Era. Let's go back. So we purchased one booster box each, and honestly, you could get all of these booster boxes. Twilight Masquerade, you even could. You could get it for $90. It was not popular out of the gate, and then all of a sudden it just caught wind and started getting on fire. All of these booster boxes were sub $100 at one point. Stellar Crown, let's call it $100. I don't know if it ever actually reached below $100. Okay, already, if you've bought one booster box of each, and notice I didn't say Surging Sparks you could get for $100 because I know most people couldn't. 150. I'm being very, very generous in my math here. 150. So you spend $790. It's already worth $1,157. You've already profited $367. Or if you sold at 80%, you would sell at a profit on all of these things. Okay, this is crazy. This is crazy. What happens if we bought 12 of each? 12 of each. You're already profiting $4,400 in value. If you sell for 80%, you're profiting $1,600. The era is not even over yet. This is crazy. The fact that you could have bought these booster boxes for $90, $100, it's really good. And honestly, Surging Sparks, when you got your pre-orders in early, like my strategy recommends, you could have got it for better than $150. I bought them for $150 Canadian dollars off the bat. All right. But no, we can't pay that much. Now they're all $125, $130. Let's call it $130. Okay. Some are in the red, but check this out. You paid $130. Whoops. $130 for all of them, $150 for Surging Sparks, $12,000, $720 is what you've spent so far up until Surging Sparks. We're not talking about the specialty sets. And your value is already $1,165 more. This is the power of just buying early, setting it in the closet, forgetting about it for 3 to 5 years, and keeping your strategy so simple. You just buy some of every single set and you watch the value grow. It's so easy. The hard part is not watching the chart all the time. Oh no, Surging Sparks got a reprint and the prices came all down. Oh well, it doesn't matter. And trust me, in the stock market, in crypto, in Pokemon, I have been so guilty myself of watching the charts every day, watching my investments grow, and everyone's happy, go lucky, and then all of a sudden the reprint happens or the sellout in crypto happens and the price comes crashing down, and it's like, no! But if you just don't look at the chart, 3 years from now, 5 years from now, these sets are going to be worth a lot of money. Remember, the MSRP went up. These sets are going to be worth a little bit more. People are recognizing how good Scarlet and Violet Era is, especially with Surging Sparks, especially with Prismatic Evolution coming, Journey Together coming, Glory of Team Rocket coming, Black and White coming. This era is going to be absolutely cooking, I'm telling you. So just to recap, the strategy is just, what's the newest set right now? Buy some of it every single month. Put it in your back closet and forget about it. It's as easy as that. And that's all I have for you today. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to subscribe to the channel with bell notifications on. Hit the like button. Leave a comment if you like my strategy. If you hate my strategy, doesn't matter. You don't have to follow it. This isn't financial advice. It's just what I try and do on the collecting investing side of things. And obviously I make other purchases for my YouTube channel and for the live streams as well. But that's where I'm at. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you on my next video soon. Peace!